colleagues where I appreciate their work and I understand how the whole deal is done behind the code and Java and the databases and the Linux. I also understand how marketing and business works, and actually I want to thank this institute because the knowledge I got here was very, very valuable. And I say that I'm really honest saying that. I'm saying it in a very close cycle now. Okay. So I want to say that with my team, we created a startup. Is about social media monitoring and marketing. The name is Gnostix. It comes from Gnosis, because we are trying to gather knowledge and provide to the companies. And so I have a case to present today. I usually present this to my clients. And we finished our beta phase in early June, and now we have a couple of customers. So we are actually a startup, which we are actually a business with customers. So it's not only a trial we are running. So the idea is that by having Gnostix, you can understand, you can listen to the social media and get very valuable information about your customers. You can, having this information and analytics, you can set goals, objectives, and actually strategize. The whole idea behind this is that you understand your audience in the social media, you get the analysis and qualitative and quantitative, and having these metrics, then you create a strategy. And with this strategy, you actually communicate directly with your clients. Don't forget that the old days, companies were actually paying to have an analysis or a report to their clientele. Now they can actually listen directly to their whole number of customers, directly to the social media, and having real feedback, not just answering questionnaires, but this is real feedback. So you need to have discipline and measure, assess, and explain the performance of social media. The idea behind is to understand that besides, you have actually an ROI. So you are paying money for marketing in Facebook, Twitter, or in YouTube, but the idea is to have also an understanding of the ROI. So you need to have a measurement. It needs to be methodical, pragmatic, and it needs to have a common sense. We are not talking about something scientific. In the end of the day, we are talking about communicating with your clients and with the people. Now, in the overall, we have, there are some KPIs that companies need to follow these KPIs in order to understand how they do in social media. So some of them that are important, and we have incorporated those inside Gnostix, is like share of voice, which is actually your market share, is your advocates, your influencers, is your resolution rate, is the sentiment, of course. There are all these KPIs, but the idea is to not for someone to get Gnostix and a marketeer mostly, which Gnostix is his actually audience, and get the tool and directly start and be productive, because everything is inside the tool, and with one click you can get actually everything you want. The idea behind Gnostix was to make something that the user won't need lots of training, but it will be very easy to start and be productive. So the idea here is we get all this information from news sites, blogs, generally social channels. We are doing the collection, we are doing processing and analysis of the data. So we are actually talking about the big data. And in the end, of course, we are presenting this in a nice and easy way to our customers. So here we have an example, a small example of telecommunications. It's better to not talk only theory. I'm showing you directly some data. I presented this to a telecom provider, and it was very interesting. So here we see the data findings. Actually, this is the data through that period, and we can see from which data sources. We see Twitter, we see from blogs, from news portals, etc. Now we see a very easy way to configure the tool. You just add some keywords, and which these keywords represent actually your work. Could be the company, could be your services. So it's very easy. Everything is separated, like η εταιρεία, αγορά, ανταγωνισμός. So it's very easy for the user to be driven. Everywhere has help. All the blue color you see its head. It's not green, by the way. So this is the share of voice. We understand the market share in one click. We understand, here we have the example actually of our mobile operators. So we see the buzz, and the interesting thing here is that usually wind in my analysis had always a very small portion of messages, but in this share of voice I saw that was bigger. So it's very interesting. We're going to see in the next slides why it was bigger, which is something you can see in the next 10 minutes if you can be inside the tool. So this is the share of voice, and actually this is the sentiment for each competitor, so we can understand what impact they have to their customers. So this is the trends. The trends actually, it's like what people are talking the most, and we are counting actually the words that they are using inside the word of the messages that we are providing. So we are seeing again here that wind is a big word. We have lots of findings, and we see also some words like ophilis, piti, spheri, etc. So the idea is that we found a message, and this message was about wind. They supposed that they took the house of someone for €1,000 and 50 euro, and actually this was true. It was not just a buzz, and this at that period had 250 retweets and tweets, besides the buzz in the blogs, etc. So everyone was saying, I'm focusing just on the important stuff, so every one of the users was saying, actually you should boycott wind and you should leave, because this company is getting the house of someone because he's not able to pay his bill. Okay, so that had a very, very negative impact. Of course, no one was there to answer still, so that went like spread in the whole Greece. Anyway, this is the idea of the power this is the power actually of the social media. If you need to be there, answer to your customers. This is one of the great examples. We can't ignore our customers anymore. They are there, they are talking about us, about our products. So we need to listen, and we need to listen with tools like Gnostix. So I'm not going to go inside and give details about the tool. You can also visit the website and you can see there more details about our tool. Actually, and this is not anyway our goal of this talk. I just wanted to show you that out of an idea we created a business, and from this business we had the product, we made all the cycle. Now we are in our first round of investment, so we are in the hard way learning also that step, which is very good for us because things are not easy at all in Greece. It's very difficult, and I can assure you that from my experience in the last couple of months. But anyway, I don't want to stay on the difficulties. I want just to say that in this kind of gatherings like today, I really find people think like me. I find people who are thirsty for work, for knowledge, and it's nothing like the media globally are presenting us. So all my colleagues here, besides Gnostix, everyone is trying really hard. I know lots of startuppers and from the Ignite and from Open Coffee, who, by the way, I never miss. It's very important. So I can say that we will all make it because we work hard and we are persistent. Thank you.